Hello, hello, it's Kelly Snow. How are you? Want to send a big shout out to Karen Wooten and her little her little granddaughter Alicia. Is it Alicia? Oh, Karen, I'll have to go look to make sure. But if Alicia's watching, you better look at what I made this time. So I'm gonna log in my YouTube so I can see you guys so we can talk a little bit and then I'll get right on this, okay? I just want to make sure if there's any questions, I can answer them at the end, okay? Hi, Steph. Hi, hi. I got her done. It's huge. Too huge. It's actually too huge. It really is. I'm going to go back to my normal sizes, but I have all these big hardcovers. I have more. I just don't know. So let's just see. I know this is 8.5 by 11, just the cover, but you know, with all the fluff. So do we measure the fluff? I don't know. Do we measure the lace? No. The hardcover? 8.5 by 11. So this is really huge because, you know, with all the fluff and stuff, it's at least 12 inches one way and 9 the other. And so I guess it's 50s inspired kitchen. And I love aprons. I have several, so I'm going to be, I think, doing some more. But I'm going to go for a different style for them. But this is going to be fun, but, you know, because now I got a bunch of scraps. So this is huge, so I'm just rolling it over so you can see what I did. So the apron was regular size, and I took the bottom and went up with it like this and then made pockets, and it's a hardcover book. And then I stitched a couple pockets, so there's all kinds of goodies in there, and I stitched the bottom, and I stitched this onto the hardcover, you know, so that was major and hard. And there's my one signature, but it's just huge. And then I cut the apron strings off the top and sewed them in the middle so we could use them for a closure, right? And then, so there's lots of goodies in the front, you know. And then there's birds. This one's got birds. I don't know, it's weird, but birds are in the kitchen. So that's just how it goes. And I made one of these little altered cards, little things. I have a tutorial on these. They're really fun. That's a brad nail. So I was calling them sliders, you know, because they slide. And anyway, these are really fun. And there's one in there and just a bunch of old, just ephemera I made and, you know, sewed around and all that. So this journal is huge. It took me a couple months to make. Everything in here, I mean, just this by itself took a long time to make. Everything is sewn and double thick pages with magazines from the 50s. And then I took, so it was a hardcover book, and I wrapped it up in the apron, and then on the inside I wrapped it in this blue fabric, and then I made an extra panel to go over top of that I sewed the biscuit roll table linens to make a tuck and a pocket out of. And but there's a big pocket in the top, just so you know. I did not put anything in there, but you certainly can hide things, whatever, that you don't want anyone to see in there, okay? And and so let me see now here. I want to get it in frame because it's so big that I don't know how this is going to work, so we'll see. So I had these doilies, as you can see, and I used one to cover my signature just for fun. I've never done that before, but it's kind of fun. So I had like 4 of these, so I used one. And so anyway, I left the ruffle at the bottom. It's really cute. So this is vintage wrapping paper. I just sewed around with white thread and coffee stain paper. And then someone made this. This is from a girl in group, Martinez. I think it's Terry Martinez. And it's blue and yellow. You know, the group gets involved when I make a book for so long. This and little aprons. Look how cute. Little daisies in a jar. And they send me little things sometimes to put in. And it's just so cute. Look at this coffee cup. And the handle sticks out, you know, right here. So that was adorable. And there's little teacups and little dessert cups that she did up. Yellow paper. It's got glitter on it and blue ink and stuff. So that's really cute. So thanks to her for that. And then she decoupaged. I'm trying to get it so this coffee cup handle sticks out for Pete's sakes there. And then she decoupaged. These napkins are in my shop. And then this is, I think, Tsunami Rose Ephemera. And it's been edged with the Tim Holtz Distressor. And so it's got a cool feel to it. There's lots of room in there for stuff. Okay. All right, and this is listed for sale in my Etsy, and the link is in the description box there. And I'm still coughing. I'm very sorry. Anyways, I stitched this up since all of the pages are handmade. They're Franken pages, so they're all constructed. So they do take a lot of extra time, and I just wanted this to be like in the same fashion, so it's got sewing in pieces and stuff all over. And part of the book and my shop theme for the month was cooking, and this is the book I used. It's a Fanny Farmer book, and this is the front cover, and the front cover, you know, panel, when you open the book, you know, that side panel. So this is the front cover, and then the side panel is the next page. And so I started the book with the Fanny Farmer on the front, and then I'll show you on the back I ended with the same book, so it's kind of cool thing. And I stitched around with some navy blue thread, and I added some coffee stained paper on the back, and then I made all these huge paper clips of these vintage ladies out of a Ladies' Home Journal magazine from the 50s, and then I decoupaged some envelopes and put some little papers and stuff in there and left the little flowers out here so you can see. Hi. And then I made a fabric hinge here with some muslin. So there's so many flip outs in this book. This is going to be kind of crazy to try to show you, but I'm going to try. So it flips out like this, and the coffee stain paper is yellow. The theme is blue and yellow. I put it on the dot pan when I coffee stained. So, and it's blue thread. And then just some ephemera I made out of the magazine ad, since she's cleaning the floor, and this is, you know, vintage refrigerators. I constructed all these pages. They've all been clear gessoed, so that's an added extra there. So this has it all on the top of it. And then decoupage matte medium is on the top of this, and coffee stained and script stamped, and it's got a cute recipe card in the inside that's been glittered and coffee stained, so you can put your little notes in there. And so that goes on there. This goes under your clip there. Okay, now I'll bring this back because it's going to be... And then I got to watch myself in the feed so I can... So here's the inner cover then, the flap for the book. So it has all the Fanny Farmer information on it, which I really like. And then, oh, I forgot a charm. Oh, no. I have to fix it immediately. I'm doing it too right now, or I'm going to forget. I have so many charms in this book. I don't think I've ever done so many charms. But it's been fun. And because they're Franken pages, there's all these crazy little pieces around that do funny things, which really add to the journal. And I got these from Chow Chow Chachki's. Let's see. She does really good charms. She's in group. Kristen Jarek. Can message her. She'll custom any color or whatever you want. But ooh, there. So this is some of hers. Pearl. Oh, it's really pretty. I guess I should have showed you up closer. But there's lots of charms in here. And the ball pins are from my shop. And so anyway, this is just a piece of stuff that was left over. Because I wanted to still see this, but I wanted it to have a function too. And then these are Tsunami Rose ball jars. These are her jumbo jars. I just left them. They're cool the way they are. And my God, this book doesn't need to be any fatter. So I got a little fabric tab here. And then this flips open where we put a grocery list in. There's several pages here where you put the grocery list, different colors, different little fruits and different things. And I backed it with that same coffee stained yellow paper, blue thread, inked it up. And then your little charmy here. So that's cute. And then this has all been clear gessoed. So it's got the texture, it's a surface ready for you to journal, inked up and everything. Okay. And then this side this is really funny. I have to put it way up here. It's an upside down tablet. So it flips down. I don't know if we're going to be able to show it all. Can you tell? So your tablet then is right side up because it flips down. And so I have a bunch of stenciling and script stamping. The bottom is Martha Stewart punched. It's alternated coffee stained yellow, coffee stained yellow, coffee stained yellow. It's really cute, believe me. And then the back page is coffee stain. You can journal on that, so it's really cute. So that flips down. It's a fabric hinge again with muslin. And then on the top is where you tuck it in, and there's a banner. So you kind of tuck it in the top here, and there's a banner here. You can put stuff, whatever, right? Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. I got too many doilies. Okay, and then I'm just not, but you can, you know, do whatever. And then this is just a journaling page. The color is beautiful. It's been clear gessoed and sewn around, so it's extra thick. And this doily is a vintage doily. I love the little trim on the edge. It's yellow. It's my favorite color. And it's just so delicate and pretty with the blue little flowers. Yellow and blue is the theme here. Little yellow polka dots. And I've given this doily a glue bath. So it's been stiffened up just a little bit. Little blue roses. But I notice as I'm working with the journal more and more, it keeps getting looser and looser. So if the person who gets this wants to put, I mean, someday, you know, or not either. It's just up to you. But there's pins so you can like flap it down and pin it if you want. But otherwise, I was thinking, how could I re-stiffen this now again besides doing spraying glue on it again now? Not sure. I mean, it's totally fine right now, but, you know, through the years, it might start sagging. So anyway, I put the 2 pins here right in the square, which I thought was really cute. These are in my shop if you need them. Yellow beads, yellow and white glass, broken glass beads. So they're kind of broken seam binding from my shop, and lace. These are vintage buttons. And then this is cute. I love this part. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to show it to you, though. I'll try. Okay, so this is just a little 6x6 piece, a little flapper piece, see? Okay, and I put a bag on it, so it's hinged and it opens up like this, but on the front, wait, you know those ticket books, have you seen the, I did a tutorial on these little ticket books, they're just so cute. So the seam bindings from my shop, I wrapped it all the way around and glued it down so that the ribbon stays on there. And I made these little ticket books. And the 50's faces are in my shop. And I just layered a bunch of stuff behind her. And You know, just a bunch of stuff. But it's just really cute. And it's a belly band with little tags inside and script stamping. And it's all inked and everything. It's got a little tab on it and my little envelopes. And it does literally open. This is so hard though right now. Trying to get... See, it does open so you can write little notes. And you just tuck it behind the little button. And then this actually is a tea bag. It fits perfect on the two. You know, it's a double ticket roll. I have every color in the shop. You get a variety pack if you want to order some tickets and seam binding too. So that just fits in there. It's just really cute. Little bow and cheesecloth and doily in the back. Vintage seam binding from a pot holder that is in this whole journal. I will show you as we go through. That's the first piece, yellow and white. Oh, I love it so much. But I forgot I was going to put a pin on that too. See how you forget when you go through things. Oh, I have to put a pin on there. Because I got pins over here, right? So anyway, I love that. And then inside, I got another ball jar and I made tags out of the, you know, you buy the paper pads. And the front has all the pretty pictures of the, there. The front has all the pretty pictures of the, of the paper you bought. So I always use it. I cut it out. I put matte medium on it. Sewed it all around. Made it look Franken-page-ish. And I put receipts under here and magazine and lace. And there's one of my little envelopes. These are in the shop. And you can pull this out and write little notes. And then it's the book pages from the cookbook that I used. And it's got white gesso and blue ink and blue thread. And then I printed out her large ball jars, Tsunami Rose. And I printed out two like this. You know, you print them out, you know, and it comes out. Anyway, I didn't cut them. So I just made a little thing out of it. And I printed it black and white so that I could put the blue ink on and it makes it look kind of clear, doesn't it? Isn't that cool? I love the effect. And it looks good yellow too, so it kind of looks like a glass jar, you know? So it's all inked on the inside. It's, I think, Faded Blue Jeans, Tim Holtz ink. Right? And so it flips like this. Now we got our pin with our button. It flips like this. This is a paper clip, altered paper clip, so you can tuck your own little things under there. And then this is look at the blooms. I love the blue blooms. Coffee stained. It's actually a thank you card, but I altered it all up and covered it all up. There's a little envelope in there. You can write little notes. Burlap flower and some threads and lace, cheesecloth, paper lace, and then the two little tags in here are, oh, of course, the neighbor's going to start the chainsaw right now. Oh, yeah. How convenient. So the little, I love this lace, is the eyelet lace from the doily that I've been using here. And it's just layered up with stuff, you know, cheesecloth and some tulle and some ribbon and seam binding and lace. And I sewed around with white thread to keep it sweet. And then it's a coffee stained index card. And then this is from the vintage book. Navy seam binding, navy thread, and then there's a little hole there. So I kept the hole. I like the holes, and I put yellow lace in them. I like the little holes. I don't cut mine off. I leave them. And then I put some lace and seam binding on the side for cuteness. And then on the back, I put the bead Kristen made. This has also been clear gessoed, so you can write on it. The yellow vintage lace here. And then I was watching Lori Fusco make these envelope junky things. You rip the envelope in half and make these cute little thingies, so I did some. And rolling pin, you know, stamp, and then I put in all the canning jar labels, different little canning jar labels, and this has a picture of the strawberry shortcake, and this has another canning label, and there's little tickets, and there's a piece of ephemera in here, and it's all been inked up and more. And here's a mini ball jar. She's got mini ones, but I shrunk these ones down, but I think she's got mini ones now. And then I love that plaid. And then this is just, you know, those old stamp books. I just left it like this because it looks cool, and, you know, it's collage art. I love it. So I just love the way it looks. So you can just journal on there. And then this took me days to make. Days to make. So it's a little cabinet. I know it's tough to see on here, but I love this paper, first of all. I guess this is Bo Bunny paper from Hobby Lobby, and it's got yellow and blue thread on this page. And it's got dishes on the background, which is really cute. And then, hi, Jamie. Hi, Mom. Hi, Lori. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Annette. So anyways, I did use glossy accents to attach the little metal spoons, and there's a magnet closure in there so they don't fall off anyway because the magnet's holding them on there. And I put the little eyelet lace there, and so I just made these little cabinets with lace shelves for the little dishes to hold all the little dishes. Oh my God, these are just so cute. I'm leaving them in there. I was going to have dirty dishes through the whole book, and like you can put your family's favorite dishes on the back is what I was thinking. And then you can include the recipe in the journal if that's what you want to do, you know, to whoever gets this. This is listed in my Etsy shop. Yeah, I know, it's so cute. Oh, thanks, Jamie. So you could take all the dishes out, and it's just cute. I just love it. And it is open in the back, so you can stuff things back there if you need to. But I didn't put anything back there, but you could. And then I got the silverware drawer pulls right here for the silverware. We got two different kinds of silverware. You got that kind, and then you got the big kind. And this is my flip through this, so I have to take my time and show every little thing for the person who buys it, you know. So, I know a lot of you have seen it, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. These have all been distressed on the edges with the Tim Holtz distressor, so they have a nice edge. And what's actually back here is two glassine bags are glued on underneath in the back. So when you lift the little skirt right here, you can see the little bag and how they go in, right? And then it's huge, so I got to keep moving it like this. Okay, and then here's a little tuck spot made out of the dishes on there, and there's a little hidden little, so I'm doing silverware pulls in all of these. Can you see the silverware? And all the hidden pockets, they're all silverware drawers. So you can put your little notes on the back, and then I put a lot of ephemera in here. That's actual ephemera, you know what I mean? I looked for a date on this, but there isn't a date, but it's got all kinds of recipes. Cheese and pineapple salad, gross. But you know, they did all this weird stuff back then. Queen salad, I don't know, Christmas salad, that might be good. Banana, carrot, ooh, but you know, you get the idea. But anyway, and this is vintage magazine that's been clear gessoed of a table scape, you know, with the silverware and, you know, food, and here's the dishes, and like you're at the table is what I was trying to do. Here's one of my altered paper clips, and she's holding up a envelope from the other side, but I'll show you when we get over there. Okay. So just ephemera I made, and this was from the stamp book, a sheet of the stamps, but what I liked is it's got the old tape. So I didn't want to do anything to it. I just like the old tape. So it's just, and it's backed on some craft paper. It's really thick and hard, you know. Some more ephemera about speed baking, you know, quick breads. So that's kind of fun. And then another clear blue ball jar from Daisy Tsunami Rose. And there's a little tuck spot down here from when I was making the Franken pages, you know, it just happened to be, so I just leave them and see what comes of it, and that's what happened, so. And then this is a huge altered paper clip. And actually, I don't even have it glued in because, you know, we need options. Options and choices, and I couldn't decide. So I'm leaving it up to you, but it's in there and there's a little hole in there and you can, you know, take her on or off or use it, you know, glue it in for a tuck spot, whatever. But I found an old handwritten recipe for teriyaki sauce on some old paper, and like it's got the color and the stain and everything. I didn't even do this, so that's cool. So I'm leaving that. And it's all been clear gessoed and inked up, and this has yellow thread. And the charm is another one from Chow Chow Chotsky's Etsy. That's a really tough name, Kristen, you know, for people to punch in. Etsy's search engine stinks. So if you don't know how to spell it exactly right, it's never going to come up. So if you know her from group and you can't find her shop, it's Kristen Jarick. So just message her if you're looking for cute little charmies. And so these Franken pages, you know, usually people cut this edge off and cut the hole off. But I like the edge. It's a different pattern and it's cool and it's yellow thread. And then I made this tag. I like fabric tags. I like to sew paper on fabric. I don't know what my deal is, but I have this little ball trim in my shop. It's navy and this is navy and it's all different layers of white on white. I know it's tough to see on camera, but it's really fun because it's got all the stuff that we want, you know. And then it's just a big recipe card on the back, coffee stain white thread, so it's just pretty, you know. And then this is the going theme on the dishes, you know. This is the pattern for the dishes, so that's kind of cute. And then to tell you the truth, I bawled my eyes out when I did this. I don't know. Oh, I have this is a vintage linen napkin, and I had this little silverware. You can pull it out of here and everything, and it's stacked up, fork, knife, spoon, you know. And I was a waitress for a lot of years, and I love waitressing so much. I love people and serving food and that whole deal. And I used to sit down after every single shift, and I put my name there. That's how I used to do my name. And we'd count our tips and roll our silverware. We had to roll silverware before we left, and I made a little thing to go over the, you know, you got to hold it. And I put my name on there so you guys know I made the book. And then, anyways, this was a big part of my life for a lot of years, and I really miss it. And it was such a good time in my life. So anyway, and here's the little plate. And this is glued down, but you can take the silverware out. So I just made a little table scape there in memory of myself. And it's small fun that I used to have with all my waitress girls. So all my friends, you know. So here's another ephemera piece of recipes. And then this is a cool page. It's actually, I have so many threads that it's just stupid. So if they're annoying, just cut them. But actually, I sewed in an envelope into the page, several different kinds of sheets of things happening here with this coffee stain paper, dot paper, and then there's some magazine that's flipped over from the other side. So, you know, it's quite thick and involved. And then this has some tomato sauce labels on it. It's just a little journaling spot, you know, for fun. For fun. So this is my favorite one. I just love that. And I thought I'll never roll silverware or waitress again, you know. So I was all crying. It's so stupid. Okay, and then here's the other cabinet. This one I did not put a silverware drawer in, but I did put the little fork on top. And then, well, I guess I'm way over, ain't I? I can move this over some. And this came out of the front. Okay. Okay, I guess I can. I'm a little bit behind in the feed, so I'm just trying to get. There we go. Okay, so there's the little fork. And I did put the lace trim, and then you open this one up, and it's got the pitchers and bowls, and you can take them out, and I did the little trim and everything, and the window is tracing paper. And then this was a piece of fabric that had a bunch of ads on it, so I just cut the fabric out and I put coffee paper on the back of that, and this had great paper on, you know, when I was coffee staining, blue thread, and then it sticks in this pocket right here. And this is just a tag from, and that's cookbook, you know, with white gesso, and tag from the front cover of my paper pad I was using. And then I love this because it's blue and yellow, and she's in the kitchen washing blue and yellow dishes, and here's the pot. See, and she's scrubbing, and she's got that plaid apron on that I've been using in here, right? And then so I sewed these different papers together, and then what I did here is I used clear these things, photo corners, so that it wouldn't mess up the page. So you can write on here if you want to, and then use these little journaling cards and then put them back, you know, so you can have different areas and different things to write on. And this one's a little booklet, right? And then, okay, this is gonna get crazy, but okay. And then, so let's turn this before I get to the charm here. Okay, this one pulls out, so I gotta. Okay, so here is a pull from a kitchen window shade from the 50s. It's from a shade, and you pull down. You remember those? I love it. It's like a dark brown. I know it's tough to see on camera, but then here's another 50s altered paper clip. And hi, Janina. Another little altered paper clip, and another little ball jar from Tsunami Rose. This is her newest, I think it, what are these, chrysanthemums? Shoot, I can't remember. Can't remember. But anyways, so this is another big pullout, and I have the clip here holding it shut. So you can take this off if you want, you know, whatever, however you want to do it, but I'll show you. So this is just an entire page hinged in here, so it pulls out like this, so you have more, you have a whole nother page over here that's all been sewn with the blue thread. It's been inked up, and it's been script stamped and clear gessoed. And then here's just a flip from when I was, you know, all these are just weird things that happen when you're constructing the pages. And so, and it has to be flat, so they're not decorated or anything, but there's just a spot back here to put some things, whatever it is you want to put in there. You know what I mean? So it flips out like this, and then the clip holds them with the ball jar there, so it doesn't, you know what I mean? And then, so here's another weird page. Just weird things happen when you're constructing. So here's one of the CD cases that are in my shop, and everybody's altering right now. And I left it so that there's a little plate sticking out right here, see? So I left a side tuck coming out, so I left a little plate sitting there for a tab. And so you pull out and there's more plates. So I thought that was cute. And then there's a hole here, and a charm from Kristen again, really big piece of clear glass. I love the clear with the blue. It's really pretty. White ball pins from my shop, and then just some cute little flat little ball jar things, little tags in this little pocket flat, and you can see through the window here, but you can't get in it from this side because it's on the other side. So that's kind of fun. You can see what's in there though. So we'll turn it. And this page is really fun. I love it because it's all about the 50s cars and traveling. And so here's the flap from that page. So now you can get in and get your dishes and your stuff out of there right from the other side. So that's kind of fun. And then, so what I did is, gas station scene. It's got matte medium over it on that same paper that I've been using. It's vintage wrapping paper of some kind, and it just flips up. Coffee stain journaling spot. And Phillips 66 again with the gas station. Although this ends up, this happens to be a needle keeper, so there's some nice needles in there. And a little ephemera booklet, so that's kind of cool. It's all cars, you know. And here she is getting gas and stuff, and he's putting gas in her car. It's a postcard, little bag on the back. You can put little stuffs in. And I like the paper with the trim a different color, and this different, and the sewing, and this different. And this has all been clear gessoed as well, so it all has that texture and sound. That's really cool. Okay, and then this one is a vintage magazine. And then it's got stitched a bunch of different pieces back there. I can't quite show it to you because it's all covered up now. But this is a tri-fold flashcards that I altered, and I put map over, and I did this silver. It's silver because, you know, she's on a bike. These are in my shop. They're 50s glamour ads, you know. They're really fun to use, and oh my gosh, they make the biggest difference. She just looks really good. And then I have these ones too, the vintage ladies. These are in my shop too. I'll show them as we go through. And these 50s faces are in there too. But anyway, so this has all been clear gessoed, and it's a scene of them driving in a car, and they've stopped and they're taking pictures and whatever. And so here's another one of those. Here, I'll open this up. So this is glued down, so you got to use the ribbon to open it up. And here's another one of those little junky receipt things. I don't even know what to call them. Those junky things that Lori Fusco is making. They're ripped envelopes. They're ripped in half and then sewed on the side and then filled it with junk. And this is a Chevron station receipt that Sean got at the gas station. I put a little map in there and that guy, and there's a soup can label, and this one has, you know, just stuff in it. What the heck is this? Did it glue in? I made this piece. Hold on. I did. Wait. Oh, shoot. Oh, there. So it's just a guest check, and it's with little tuck spots, and just a piece of ephemera, you know. And then there's ribbon on the side, and just cookbook pages, and a piece of guest check again, and a window in the back with dishes, and he's gonna shave, so there's a shaving thing back there. So that's really cute. And then the silver here, I was trying to mimic chrome from the bike, you know, I don't know. And then navy thread. And so it opens, because it's a little booklet. And I got this is a guest check receipt and an Arco receipt up there. That's from getting gas. And then the charm right here is a plate of food, because they're going to stop and eat. It's a plate with a fork, a knife, and a spoon on it. So you open it up, because see, they're going to eat. So they're going to stop and eat. And here's an old sign, and this is like hinting towards that it's hot, because it's like a summer, you know, what do you call it, temperature thing, and a map. And then the tag in here is a spoon, because they're going to go eat, you know, so you can see the flashcard in the back. So that just tucks in there. And then this is cool. I've done this before. This is a vintage glassine, you know, where you get the ice cream from. So I got a popsicle stick, and I made fudgesicles, Mom. Look. Woohoo! I made a fudgesicle tag to put inside the ice cream. See, and I got ice cream trim and the doily and the little receipt from, you know, stopping in when you get gas to get a little ice cream. You know how we do. And then this opens up. Time to eat. See, and I just did some stamping, and there's a little, well, this is supposed to flip up, but you know how sometimes it gets glued, but it didn't. It's okay. And then I made a little Dr. Pepper tag with the map on the back, and that's one of those stickers I was showing you from this one. Vintage Ladies, you know. He's pretty cool, standing there in his suit. And the silverware stamping. See? So that's pretty cute, right? I like it. And then you gotta, I have to, and I shut it so that the bow is on the end and the strings hang out, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise it's weird. Okay, and then this is all clear gessoed, and I just left it. I like it. I like the recipes that flip out. There's some good recipes in here. This has all been matte mediumed, and just some ham ephemera and little tags, and I just like the way this all looks, and I didn't want to do too much to this because this is the center and it's huge and it does all these robotic moves. Does all these robotic moves. So I love this. Is my favorite because it has the birds in the middle. It's really fun, and I made this flower waterfall of flowers. It's it's actually a clip. You can take it off, but it's a bookmarker, so you can use it in this book or a different book, whatever you want to do, right? And then it goes like this. Can you tell? I don't even know if you can see, but here, let's try. It goes like this. And I don't even know if you can get the full view of what's going on. I guess you can't. Let's see. I'll do one side at a time. So it goes like this on both sides. It opens up like this. Now let me catch myself up in the feed. Okay. So then it's got little pocket, little tags. Little bird cage was sewn around, and here's another tag with a little bird getting a rose, coffee paper on the back, and I made little shelves. They're supposed to be like little shelves is what I was trying to do. And then here's another little tag with birds. And then here's some 50s kind of ephemera stuffs with blue thread and coffee staining, and these are in my shop, little flowers. Here's another one. Hot days. She's having Kellogg's cornflakes for lunch. And here's another little one. This is all cornflake stuff right here. Change to crispiness. Right? So those are cool. And then I like this the way it is, so I left it. But when I was making the pages, you know, weird things happen. And so there's just a little thing right there. So I alter tickets, and I just stuck it up there. So that's that side. And then this side opens up. I gotta wait and see if I'm in frame here or what. Oh, no, I won't be able to see it yet. Okay, so this side goes like this. So I'll wait and see. There we go. And I love the bird cages, you know, because it's the bird center. And they're just little booklets. It says unattended children will be given espresso and a free kitten. Just a little booklet, little flip up. Right? And then there's a Kellogg's. This is all like Kellogg's cereal ads here. And these are fabric with coffee stain paper on the back. And then, hi Tori. Oh, it's okay if you're late. We can watch the replay. That's supposed to be right there. All right. So here's another one of the tags from the board, you know, from the front. And my cookbook pages, white gesso, blue thread. So there's all kinds of stuff. Receipts, stamps, tags, fabric, lace, trim, flower appliques are in my shop. It's just a cute little tag. And here's a big dish. One of the big dishes. And then here's the flip from the recipes. All clear gessoed, so it has that nice sound. That magazine. It's pretty. I love it. And then here she is. She's pretty. I think it's a clip. It is. Yep, it's a clip. So just a pocket here I ripped, and this is all clear gessoed, and inside the pocket is a little sandwich. I want to take a bite. Favorite kind of lace sandwich. So decoupaged over, you know, one of the stamp books and sewed around and inked it up and script stamp. And then I had a vintage. This is a water transfer, but it was all old and it cracked and did all this stuff. So I put matte medium over it and it still cracked. And then I put glue over it. So it's kind of cool because it's like all cracked and stuff. Fruit basket. Kind of cool. Right? But anyway, just a little booklet. It's got all different tabs. Everyone, here's some parchment. This has got lace trim. Ticket. These are, recipe cards, Martha Stewart punch, and just fabric, lace tab, whoops, just a little booklet, you know. Dang it. There. Martha Stewart punch, recipe card, book, parchment, lace. Just a little book to write your stuffies in, and then I kind of liked that whole, because it matches her dress, you know, with the frills and the yellow and stuff. And the charm, the whole, oh, this is cute. It's a big, vintage-looking gold spoon, right? I love that. And then here's the dishes tuck spot. And then it is a clip because she's holding on to this just little scrappy tablet with the Kellogg's ruffles, and it's all been inked up and stamped, and it's just another spot for your grocery list. And then here's a mixology book from, I don't know what year, but it's got a bunch of drinks and different stuff in it, and it's just kind of silly, you know. But it's ephemera, and I had to shop for it, and I found it. So there it is. Okay, so here's another one that flips out long ways, and the charm on it is a little teapot, and it flips. Oh, well, first it opens up. Okay. First it opens up, and there's the clip there that's holding it all together, you know, because otherwise it's gonna. But I didn't put anything in it because I figure you can, you know, hold your own stuff. And then it's got a tab here too. But anyway, it opens this way and then it opens this way. And there's a little pocket in here with the recipe card. All clear gessoed. So it's another huge, I don't know, you can't even see it, can you? Another huge pull out. See how it pulls out? Like that. Okay. I love that paper. All right. There is one silly, weird thing that happens. I put this tab in because it's dishes. It's for the other side. I'll show you. But when you pull this out, see how the tab is here? So you have to pull it up and let it. You see how you got to kind of let it lay flat, you know, so you can. So it's kind of like a mechanism here. You gotta, it's mechanicalized. So then when you turn it, okay. So then we have the dishes tab here, you know, can you see with the dish? It's cute. Oh boy, this is tough to do. It's so big. I'm trying to get it in the right spot so you can see it. God. Okay. So I just love these Franken pages again. This is all clear gessoed sewn. And the charm up here is a bird because it's on the other page. I'll show you. But anyway, there's some embossed little silverware right here. I put some silver dewdrops on it and sprayed it with Tim Holtz silver stuff. And I don't know, tried to make them silver. Just the little tags. And then here's another little, tried to keep these flat. And then here's another little scrappy tag from receipts and napkins and stuff from, you know, like you would get if you were eating out somewhere, you know, while you were running around. And this one's cute. I gotta catch up to myself though on the feed here and see. Oh yeah, you can see it okay, I guess. It's all right. So I like this page. It says dream up here in the corner. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. I'll pull it down a little bit and we'll just see. Yep, okay, so dream in the corner. There's a hole here where charm that the bird is on. And the bird is here and the dream is here, right? And the bird is here. So I made this little pocket. And it's a flip because I don't like to waste an entire page on just sticking something in the middle of it. I just can't bring myself to do it. So I like this page. It's all constructed and stuff, you know, all this crap. And then I made a paper hinge, Bon Appetit, it says. And then cut this out. And it's got parchment all sandwiched in between. And it's full of all kinds of junk. Postcards, ephemeras, birdie booklets with parchment paper. There's 3 of those. And you can write little things in there, and they're the threads. And they're all crinkly and make noise. And then there's actually a couple of pockets in this, so you can fill it with whatever you'd like. And then, so here's another one of those. Hi, Kiki. Here's another one of those pages where I use the clear photo tabs so that you can write on here if you want to. But then you can take these out, journal on them, and then put them back without disturbing the way it all looks, you know. And then we have a nice surprise on the other side. You can see it spilling over onto this side. I love this is all clear gessoed. So we'll turn the page and see what coolness we got on this side. I like this one. All right, so this is the pot holder I've been using. And it's a little journal sewed into the fold. So this page has been constructed so that it folds over, and then there's a little journal in here that I sewed into the side. So I put the pot holder on the front and all the scraps hanging out. And then this is a piece of a curtain rod. It's a curtain, the top part where the curtain goes, where the curtain rod goes through. So there's 2 little compartments right here, and you can clip your pens to it and whatever, because this is another spot for another list. So it's just coffee stained paper. This is clear gessoed, and it's sewed with yellow thread. And I even left the pot holder loop right here down at the bottom. I should have put a charm there. Dang it. Right? We have to have a charm at the bottom of the pot holder. How would life be without it? Okay, I'm going to put this here. We got to have it, right? It should have been something way cooler than what I'm going to just throw a button on it right now because I forgot. Let's just do it, though. I got to do it, and I'm going to try to get a blue one. Here's a blue one. We'll do it. Well, I don't like it, I guess. I'll put it down here. There. Okay. Okay, now, so we got all the bits hanging out, which we love. Look, I even put the tag to my... This is actually from a vintage tablecloth. I'll show you when we get there, but I left the tag on it to hang out because I thought that was so friggin' cool. So I'll show you now. So they're just long, skinny pages. They've all been coffee stained, lightly script stamped and inked up, and just layered with, it's white on white, so it's hard to see on camera, but it's got all little tidbits of, trying to show you here. I love this piece. Little laces and other lace and some fabrics, and then this one just has a, this is a piece of the pot holder down here. And this one is the lace and the fabric, and this is actually the trim to another tablecloth. And it's all been script stamped. This has been glittered. And there's the sewing there, and this one's where the big edge is hanging off. So, and then this one's glittered. Here's where the tag is to the tablecloth, to the curtain, I guess. It's the piece of the curtain. It's kitchen curtain. I thought that was fun. So there's a little booklet there, and you can put little things here in the back. I love that part. And then this one is a tablet, another little birdie book, and the Martha Stewart punch. The lace is sticking out of the bottom down here. I just think that's cute. So this has all been clear gessoed as well, so you could write on it or whatever you wanted. Blue navy thread. So it flips up, and since it's kitchen, this is, you can write on all this. The flip is all coffee stained. It's double thick. Since it was kitchen, I onion stained the paper. Onion skin stains paper. The Martha Stewart punch on the bottom, and light script stamping, so it's all onion. It's a good color. Look at that. Isn't that great? I love it so much. In the back, there's a little flip for some tags. So I just kept it flat because this is such a big book already. It's real heavy too. And then, oh, did I miss? I did. I think I missed something back here. I did, didn't I? Maybe I didn't. No, maybe I didn't. Well, anyways, there's hidden pockets, and I lose them. I lose the hidden pockets. So here's one anyway. They're all silverware pulls. So I'm going to see if you can see it. You can see the silverware coming out. There's a little pocket there. And then again, here's another tablescape of the food. And that's why I did the silverware. And then here's another flip. See? Flip. So you have a whole bunch of room. And then here's another pocket right here. I'm sure I'll put something in there. I know you can't see it, but it's flip. And then I'm trying. This book is huge. So here's a postcard I got from somebody. It's of a vintage kitchen from Joni, I think it was. And she wrote on the back of it. I covered it up, but I left a little smile because I thought it was funny. So you can still write on it, and it just tucks in there. Yellow thread, blue thread. There's all different colors. And then a 6x6 piece, clear gessoed rolling pin, and this is cut off the edge of, well, ripped off the edge of a vintage table napkin, you know. So that flips, and it's like the bag on the front. You know, I did them both the same. So it flips. This one is a Campbell's Soup little guy. It's got ball jars in there. It's so cute. I love this so much. Ball jars, a little cookbook, a little tag that says eat cake. It's got canning jar labels. It's got a little recipe card, and it just flips open and flips and has all these cute little things in it. More of that trim from the pot holder. And then inside is a little booklet. And it flips open so you can journal inside there. And then here's the doily piece. And back here, this one's really fun. This page is all constructed with all different kinds of stuff. And then what I did is I sewed in a bag and sewed in an envelope. So there's stuff in here. It tucks in itself. In the bag you can put stuff, but I got one of my little things in there, little tags in there, and one of my wrapping paper things I've been putting in this book through the whole thing. I'm snagged on a thread here. Too many threads, but it's fun. And then I love this page too. It's just clear gessoed, and I left it because of the, I don't know, this looks tea stained to me with the flowers and the script stamping on it. I don't know. And I just, you need places to write. Okay, so we're getting to the back. Here's 3 hidden pockets right here. They all have silverware. They're all silverware. All 3 silverware drawers. See? They pull out. And then, as I said, we started with the front cover of a Fannie Farmer cookbook. And this is the back cover. It was just plain yellow, but you can see it here. I just covered it up with this image from the paper pad. And I sewed right here, and I sewed all around the edge. And I stapled it on here. And I left a ball jar in the back, and then I made an envelope out of a magazine about aprons and tablecloths, and I filled it with a bunch of fun stuff. Look at how pretty. I just think it's cute. So that sticks back there, and you can see the torn cookbook cover. I love that. That's the back, and it's yellow, so I love that. So it's actually hinged in. I'll show you when I turn it, but here's the inside and the inside flopper. I covered it with its own pages that have been inked and white gesso, so you can journal on. And then I stapled some receipt-y things on here, grocery store items, for a tuck spot. So you can journal here, and then I just tucked in a ball jar there. And then I didn't want to waste this space, so I hinged this in. So here's the back of the Fannie Farmer book. Isn't that cute? With the little paper hinge. And, oh, thanks, Lori. Thanks, Kiki. Hi, Steph. Oh, thanks. So this, I just left another page, clear gesso. And like I said, it's got the silverware pulls. And then the back page is a picture of that retro kitchen. I love it so much. And these little seats pull out from underneath the counter. They're on a swivel. I just love that. Little kitchen window, little radio. It's just the cutest. And then the doily covers the whole signature again, just like the front. And then the back is the other back of the doily, of course. And then in the back, the hidden pocket is in the bottom. In the front, it's in the top. And this is underneath in the bottom. So you can tuck whatever you want in there. And in the back, there's a couple tags. And then I made this little booklet of the family looking at the stuff. It's just made out of the vintage. And there's a envelope in there with the tag inside of it. With a stamp of my spoon stamp. And then a little thing. And then the back is got all kinds of stuff in it. Another ball jar and this and this and this and this. So I did not ink this apron or I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Even though the whole thing is like vintage whatever, I didn't ink it. So if you would like it inked to keep in with the theme of everything that's going on, I will ink it. But I did not. I just couldn't do it. And I don't even know, but I bet you this thing weighs like 8 pounds. I should have weighed it before I came on to do my flip through. I should have weighed it because it is just, you know, it's huge and real big and heavy. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do next, but we'll see. So thanks for stopping in. This is all listed in my shop if you're interested. And Yeah, it is. It's the biggest book I've done, Lori. Oh my God. Thank you for the thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. It helps my videos get watched. Please subscribe if you haven't and click the little bell icon so you get notified when I come on. I run a craft group on Facebook called Junk Journal Junkies, etc. if you'd like to come over for that. Otherwise, I'm finished. We'll see y'all later.